I think that the fund's philosophy is that you want to invest in a robust and diversified way that will do well across different states of the world. You want to make sure that you're risk balanced, so you don't have a growth or value tilt or any other tilts. You want to be fully invested, and you want then to see if you can identify the 10% most sustainable companies across regions and across industries, and invest in those companies unless you don't like the pricing, because we are here to make a profit for our investors, and therefore no matter how sustainable you are, we don't like to invest in a company if we think it's mispriced. The Sustainability Cube was really the result of a couple of years research at Qblue Balanced. We did find that when people talk about all these acronyms, SDG, ESG, sustainability, few people define it. So we decided to start defining it, and what we came up with was based on our 23 years of experience working with these issues, that it needs to be multi-dimensional definition. We talked a lot about which dimensions to include, but we did find that there was 3 separate dimensions that we needed to include in the definition. So one is, how well is a company doing towards its industry peers if you measure on a lot of ESG scores. So that is the first dimension, industry leadership towards ESG. The second part of the definition is, how well are you positioned on a climate transition scale, and here we look at different metrics for how well companies are doing today, how well they're doing positioned for the future, and how they are perceived by the public. And finally, the third dimension is the UN sustainability goal alignment. So how aligned is the business model of a company with the sustainable development goals? And here again, we subdivide that into today, tomorrow, and perception, and in the end we multiply the 3 scores with each other in order to make sure that we get the best possible way of getting a total score. Our approach is multidimensional, so we do believe in having different dimensions and even different sub-dimensions. Which dimensions do we use? Well, we use ESG industry leader data, we use UN Sustainable Development Goal data, and we use climate transition data. Then we subdivide the 3 dimensions into 3 separate underdimensions, and that is how well is a company doing today, how well are they positioned for the future, and how are they perceived by the market. And then we start in these 9 categories to find data sets. It is our experience that they are noisy, they are incomplete, they are short. So therefore, even though there might only be 20% signal and 80% noise in any separate or single data set, we do find when we use like 20 data sets as we do, that you change that ratio to more like 80% signal and 20% noise, so you diversify away a lot of the noise that you find in sustainability data.